All right, Mad Mix cheap whiskey review number 9. We're moving slightly up in class. Today we're doing Dewars 12 year. Believe it or not, it's only a $24.99 bottle, which surprised me. You probably won't be seeing Jameson's Black Label. I mean, not Jameson's. What am I saying? Johnny Walker Black. In this review, because Johnny Walker Black, the cheapest I can find it around here, is about 32, 33 bucks. In case you didn't know, we're trying to keep it under 30. That's why it's called the cheap whiskey review. So, I think I rated Dewars around a 7. Dewars white label. Wasn't bad. I mean, it was drinkable. Good. I think it was only maybe $18, $19, something like that. So, goodbye. This is $24.99. So 25 bucks. You step up to an age stated 12 year, which means the youngest barrel in the blend is 12 years old. So we'll give it a whiff. Yeah, you get the much more prominent Scotch nose with this for sure. Smells like a higher class, like a very smooth smell and not ethanol-y in the least, which would make sense. 12 years is a long time to spend in a barrel. For a minimum age, there could be a barrel in here a lot older than 12 years. But you get the usual Scotch nose, probably vanilla, maybe a little bit of dried fruit, maybe something like I don't know. I'm not very good at nosing liquors, I don't think, but it does smell smooth. It smells grainy. I mean, you can tell it's a grain liquor, probably malted barley. All right, we'll give it a sip. Yeah, that's good. That's much better than the white label. And the white label was okay, but this is better. It's that traditional Scotch flavor. Now, of course, if you get single malts, every region kind of has their own flavor. Uh, their own kind of profile. Especially you get into the Isla whiskeys. Although my favorite Isla whiskey, believe it or not, is Bunnahabhain, which is not peated. It's not a smoky peated whiskey. It's very, very flavorful. God, I love Bunnahabhain. Oh yeah, it smells good. Yep, it's malty. Got vanilla definitely on the palate. A little bit of maybe dried fruit or something like that. It's got some kind of little hint of fruit. It's not overpowering like when you get a sherry cask aged Scotch, which can be very fruity, very floral. Yeah, I mean it's grainy, it's smooth smelling. Easy sipper for sure. You could sip this all day. I mean, it doesn't have the character of a single malt Scotch, but it's not a single malt Scotch. It's a blended Scotch. So, and you know what I mean. It's at 25 bucks, so that means it's at least $7 or $8 cheaper than Johnny Walker Black Label. Now, I will admit, I drink Johnny Walker Black Label quite a bit at my social club because it's the best. It might be the only Scotch they carry, but it's definitely the best Scotch they carry, the Johnny Walker Black. And I have to admit, I probably like that a little bit better than this because Johnny Walker Black has, I like that hint of smoke to it, like they use in some of those Isla whiskeys in the blend. I'm not really sure what Dewars has for a blend. They don't really say online. I might have to dig a little deeper. I'm not sure. Like Johnny Walker's uh, main blend, I believe, is Aberfeldy, which is it's a good single malt, not great, but good. I'm not sure if Dewars has a main distillery that it uses as the main ingredient in its blends. I'll have to look more into that. But all right, so one more sip. Good nose, good palate, very drinkable, very smooth. Not the greatest I've ever had, but it'll do. I'm gonna give Dewars 12 a 7.7. I like it. maybe even a 7.8. Not bad. It's not moving up. In order for something to get above an 8, it's got to be really good. In order for it to get a 9, it's got to be damn near perfect. And I doubt a 10 is going to exist for under $30. I mean, come on, people. We're living in pauper land over here. And say hello to the little sailor guys. You know what? When my grandfather died, he's kind of a strange dude, the highest level Freemason you can get to. Although my uncles were pissed they didn't give him the super secret 33rd level Freemason or whatever, but I found his 32nd level Freemason was certificate, big huge frame thing in his closet. He never hung it up anywhere. I guess that's why they call it a secret society or whatever. But when he died, he collected stamps, he collected model trains. I do have one of his model trains stored somewhere in boxes. And as my aunts and uncles were going through all of his stuff, one of my aunts was like, you want these sailor guys that were up on your grandfather's shelf? I said, fuck yeah, I do. Why not? I mean, look at them. Fucking, you got the captain, and you got old Peg Leg Pete with his jar full of rum, I guess, or something like that. So, that's pretty cool. Nice little story from my youth. But, all right, we go 7.7, 7.8 on the Dewars, somewhere in there. 12, yeah, not bad. Would I recommend it for $25? Sure. Once you start getting into that between $25 and $30 range, there's not much there. But there are some pretty decent whiskeys, you know what I mean? You're starting to get into a little bit better whiskeys. And that's why I'm trying to keep it below 30, so that we're not getting into known good whiskeys. But we're trying to find something that's affordable and drinkable. A guy who comments on my videos, I think 2Barpsy maybe is his name, he recommended that I try Evan Williams 100 proof. I saw it at the store today, but I bought this instead because I wanted to get back into a scotch. I like bourbon, but I'm not the biggest bourbon fan. I'm a bigger Scotch and Irish fan. But he recommended Evan Williams 100 proof. I saw it at the store. It was cheap. It was like $17, $18 or something like that. So I had said to him, hey, if I find it, I'll buy it and give it a try. So that'll probably be the next bottle I pick up, the Evan Williams 100. We'll give it a try. Is it going to be as good as Wild Turkey 100? I doubt it. It might be. But Wild Turkey 100 might also fall into this under 30 category. I believe it does. So maybe I'll pick that up in the future too. So 7.7, 7.8 on the Dewars 12. I'd recommend it. Not the worst $25 you can spend, that's for sure, especially if you like Scotch. You don't like Scotch, you're not going to like Dewars 12, obviously. You'd be better off with something else. So, all right, you guys have a good night. As always, take care of yourself, love your family, love your friends, and love cheap liquor. Later.